presents three-minute rounds of amateur MMA action in the lightweight division. So let's get the fighters into the ring by welcoming into the blue corner. Making his debut this evening, official weight 155.4 pounds. Representing TD MMA, it's Charles Souter. Making his third appearance this evening in the red corner. Official weight 152.4 pounds, fighting out of the Gods of War gym, is Morgan.
So here we go, amateur MMA. Charles Souter, Jay Morgan. Touch your gloves, and away to go. Morgan looking for the takedown and gets it.
Yeah, gets it. He's trying to wrap up the legs now as well.
Trying to climb the body.
Yeah, Morgan already in a great position to start the match.
Yes, sitting through. Good work by Charles though, just trying to get himself away from the cage, get his back off the cage, where Jay can really do some damage, pressuring him up against the cage. Souter trying to get out from underneath, but the mount position, very, very stable.
Yeah, I mean the cage, you know, the wall can be your friend in these positions, but not when you're mounted. When you're mounted, it's very tough to use the cage and get out.
Morgan with a very strong brace on the mount position. I am surprised because, to be honest, I was expecting to see Morgan try and posture, try and sit back on his hips and try and land some big shots. Seems quite content here just to keep control of the first round.
Yeah, I mean he's winning. He's definitely winning, but yeah, I mean you want to finish if you can. I mean he's making life very difficult for his opponent, but.
Morgan sits up slightly, lands a couple of shots, but then opts to put his weight back down.
Yeah, here he goes.
The shots.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the question, isn't it, really? I mean, it doesn't have to do too much. If you're on top and you're a mount and you're in control, you don't have to force the issue. I mean, he's looking for an arm triangle right now, which is looks
to be on, but he switched back. Maybe he felt that it wasn't quite deep enough. Need to get the head real deep on the inside, but out the back door goes Charlie Souter.
Now some revenge or not.
Rolls into the guillotine, doesn't quite have it. Has he just given up position? Gave up position to attempt the guillotine, didn't quite get it. Ended the round on bottom.
There's still a lot of fight left in him. Yeah, I mean, the majority of that was one-way traffic, but he's not giving up by no means.
Yeah, it was a very controlling, dominating round for Jay Morgan. You just feel he could have done more with that mount position, Colin. He seemed to just sort of be a little bit static and not quite active enough with it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's amateur MMA, so he could possibly put the pressure on and he might have got a stoppage maybe earlier than you would if it was a pro MMA match, you know, but to be fair, he was in control, he was on top. I mean, until right at the end when it was like the reversal came. But yeah, let's see the approach he's going to take on this next round.
To it again. Morgan looking to get it to canvas again. Souter with a wide base. Morgan's going to drag.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and rip him away from the cage if he can. Getting right underneath him now.
Jay Morgan drops, lifts. Good work, climbs the legs. And this is where we were last round. Will he be busier? Will he be more active this time with that mount position?
Yeah, it's almost a mimic of the last round. Souter's holding on, doesn't want him to get that top position, but he does have it. That is a mount.
Drives the head in, under the chin. position again. What will he do with it this round? Fires away, fires the bombs.
Yeah, you kind of feel like, I mean, such a dominant position. Kind of feel like if he just unloads, he might get the referee's attention and maybe be able to finish from this position, but dominant nonetheless.
Yeah, Charles Souter on his back, finding it difficult to adjust position.
He's back.
And again, he's able to get himself out of trouble, but quickly enough. Jay Morgan looking for that takedown. Big takedown.
Yeah, and all of these count as well. Mounted again.
Morgan top position, chopping away.
Yeah, Morgan's not really looking for. He's not really looking for the submission, but he's in full control, full dominance at the moment.
There we go. Time on the second round. Not a great deal of action. Very much a mirror image of the first round.
Yeah, and I wonder if the third round's going to be the same. Round then, let's see if it's history repeating itself.
Change of shots. Jay Morgan landing.
Yeah, he's bringing it.
Morgan with good combination of hands. Again, looking for that double, and he gets it. Climbs the legs.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing the same thing again.
Yeah, Souter needs to release that hand, just post, try and get your legs back, try and scoot back on your butt, try and climb the fence. He's not achieving anything by holding this position.
No, I mean, I guess he's kind of, you know, from what happened to the last two rounds, he just doesn't want him on top. And I think that's his idea, is to hold on, but you're right. Really, he could post, maybe, he's in half guard now, so possibly get an underhook and try and work back to the cage, but
just allowed Morgan to get that mount position. Morgan to pop that head free, as I'm sure he will.
Yeah, I mean, he's got head control. There is no submission from here, but
yeah, it's a survival mode. Morgan postures, pulled straight back down.
Yeah, full mount. Yeah, totally dominating.
Trying to scoot out from underneath.
I mean, Morgan's been in total control the whole time, let's be fair.
Mount position, fires away. The referee's looking on, and that's the end of it.
Yeah. And I thought he might do that, you know, the last sort of 10 seconds, just go for it, go for broke. Yeah, I mean, the toughness of Souter. That was a hard night for him.
Yeah, you do feel, though, on the judges' scorecards, it'll be Jay Morgan. I mean, the majority of the fight was spent in top position, in control, the more dominant, landed the more successful strikes. I think it'll be quite a clear decision.
Yeah, 100%.
But over to the judges for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. For your winner by